Good evening. Welcome to Lagos Update on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adeola Akindele. Governor Sanwo-Olu hosts over 1,500 youths at a symposium. This and more after this timeout. We'll begin today with this story. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has promised to implement recommendations made at the Lagos Youth Symposium with the theme Rebuilding for Greatness, Peaceful Conflict Resolution. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who addressed 150,000 youths on Tuesday who had converged on Agidingbi, Ikeja for the symposium, described the event as a day of reconciliation and taking ownership of the future.
The rebuilding of Lagos is something that we're committed to. It's something that we will not shy away. We believe Lagos will come out stronger, bigger, and better at the end of the day. Even with COVID-19, we are not stopping. We're putting our very best into everything, and we're ensuring that we can create a future for our leaders, for the youth that we believe will be the ones that will take over from us.
In a keynote speech, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of LASU, Professor Wahab Elias, who commended efforts being made by the state government to recover from and heal the wounds of the EndSARS protests, noted that conflict is imminent in every society and the most important aspect of conflict resolution is monitoring and evaluation to prevent reoccurrences.
Disruptive conflicts, which will endanger the entire society and members of that society. What is required is peaceful resolution of conflict, knowing fully well that conflict is endemic, is part of the society. Every society must go through it.
Elias, who said that 15% of Nigerian youths reside in Lagos State, called for concerted efforts to prevent the youths from being used for wanton destruction. In a panel discussion, participants highlighted the need for government at all levels to give priority to investment in people and continuous engagement with the people, especially the youths. Earlier, the Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Segun Dawudu, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Oluwagbemiga Ainu, stated that the symposium is geared towards enlightening the youths on how to employ peaceful ways of engaging the government. Also, at the Youth Symposium, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu received one Taiwo Shinowo, aka Bodataye Oniyakuya, who did a funny painting of the governor and posted it on his Instagram page, which got a reaction from Governor Sanwo-Olu.
I'm really excited with the creativity that we have in Lagos, with the amount of skills that is available in Lagos, because indeed, Taye Oniyakuya, there are several of them that we need to bring forward.
In his response, Taiwo Shinowo, who was amazed by the governor's gesture, said he received a lot of funny messages warning him not to go and meet the governor. He thanked him for encouraging creativity among young people.
When I'm about to come here, because if you know me very well on Instagram, I post the funny drawing of him, and he told me to come and present it in his office. I was so shocked. Even many people are telling me that, do you want to go and present this to His Excellency? Now what are you doing? Do you know Kirikiri is not that far from government office? Okay, go and return no more. I thank you for this great opportunity, His Excellency, because it's very rare.
Lagos State government during the week called for a peace meeting to resolve amicably the crisis involving members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers (NURTW) and Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria (RTN). Special advisor to the governor on transportation, Oluwatoyin Fayinka, warned that the state government will not hesitate to wield the big stick if the unions refuse to let peace reign and comply with the laws of the state. Fayinka, who described last week's Monday's fracas that claimed some lives at Mile 2, Amu ward of a local government area of the state, as unfortunate and avoidable, said the state government will not tolerate needless killings and lawlessness in the state. Fayinka reiterated that as part of efforts to return peace to the area, the Lagos state government has suspended the sale of tickets to truckers in the axis while it awaits the report of the police on investigations into the matter. The special advisor stated that the Lagos state government, through the Ministry of Transportation, will not relent in carrying out enforcement without fear or favor. The peace meeting was attended by stakeholders, including top officials of the NURTW and region. On Thursday, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu pledged his administration's commitment to commence rebuilding the state. This followed the aftermath of the wanton destruction of private and public properties exactly 1 year ago following hijack of the EndSARS protests. The governor also promised to make public the reports of the judicial panel on EndSARS restitution after it is submitted to him. While commending the police for ensuring peace and order at Lekki Toll Gate on Wednesday, Governor Sanwo-Olu stated that all those arrested have been released except for one who has dangerous weapon with him.
But to also say that how committed it has given us to say that as tough as those times were, as tough as they are still today, that the government will certainly not shy away from its responsibility, that will take it up. We'll see it as a challenge and we'll face it with everything that we have.
Governor Sanwo-Olu urged youths to engage meaningfully with the government to bring about the much talked about desired change for the country.
The rebuilding of Lagos is something that we're committed to. It's something that we will not shy away. We believe Lagos will come out stronger, bigger, and better at the end of the day. Even with COVID-19, we are not stopping. We're putting our very best into everything, and we're ensuring that we can create a future for our leaders, for the youth that we believe will be the ones that will take over from us.
The 10th meeting of the National Council on Lands, Housing and Urban Development ended in Lagos with the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, urging participants to prevail on their state governments to recommit to housing development. The minister, who pointed out the need for stakeholders in the built sector to reduce inequality, stated that the country would become more prosperous when this is achieved, particularly when house rent becomes payable on a monthly basis.
We must all come together, the 36 states, the FCT and federal government, to really unleash the powers and the possibilities for prosperity that lie in housing inclusion. And I'm sure that the day that our rent obligation becomes equal to our income receipt, this place will be a fairer place. It is a source of inequality, and we can do a lot to reduce it.
Fashola urged all states to title every land and employ the use of Geographical Information Service, GIS. In his remarks, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who highlighted his administration's efforts in the provision of housing to the residents, said the trust fund is in the offing to assist stakeholders.
So we're working with the private sector, we're working with the banks to also ensure that they also can give people rent loans that will not, unduly put pressure on their total wage bill. We believe that this will help people being homeowners at the end of the day.
Governor Sanwo-Olu urged the federal government to give Lagos a special urban planning status, as well as other key issues germane to the development of not just Lagos, but also other states of the Federation. The theme of the meeting was housing development as a catalyst for job creation, social inclusion, and economic development. Finally, on the program today, Lagos State Government has expressed the Sanwo-Olu's administration's commitment to the well-being of residents in the state. Speaking at the stakeholders' engagement for the review of the proposed Lagos State Safety Commission regulation program organized by Lagos State Safety Commission with the theme Safety Regulations and Policies are reviewed towards creating a safer Lagos. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Tajuddin Gaji, said the safety of the residents can no longer be taken for granted. He maintained that the engagement becomes necessary considering the fact that most of the laws made on safety regulations need to be reviewed, especially considering years and time such laws have been made, so also coupled with the population as at when such laws have been promulgated. Gaji assured that the state government will continue to work tirelessly to make Lagos safe and secure for all residents by developing a safety system that responds to any emergency. Director General, Lagos State Safety Commission, Lanre Mojola, stressed that the safety regulations need to be reviewed, adding that great nations are built by having strong institutions, not strong personalities. Hence, stringent efforts in reviewing the regulations, which will thereafter go through the Ministry of Justice for appropriate action to ensure a safer Lagos. Mojola emphasized that his agency will continue to engage, educate, regulate, and enforce to ensure the safety regulations is strengthened to ensure a zero accident, zero injury, and zero fatality, thus ensuring safer Lagos is sustained. And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website www.trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Lagos Traffic 961. You can now download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM from Play Store for more updates. Thanks to my producer, Babatunde Akinyemi, studio engineer, Oyeshola Ola, with support from the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle and Adeola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay safe.